In this video, we will start a small grammar topic which is given in your Cambridge book behind the praying hands lesson. There is one more topic given direct indirect speech and onomatopoeia words. But we will not discuss that topic because which is deleted from your syllabus. Okay, so that is why we will just discuss this small topic which is given in this lesson, okay, behind this lesson. So it's very simple and small topic, punctuation mark. We are just going to discuss when to use comma punctuation mark. So do you know how comma is represented? I hope everyone knows how comma is represented, or the symbol of comma. Okay, in this exercise, see, uh, the symbol which is drawn with this blue pen, that is a comma. Okay, so this is comma. So we are going to discuss when to use comma in a sentence. So let us start. A comma is used in several instances. The comma is used. Now first rule, we will discuss the first rule. To separate the elements in a series, in bracket, three or more things. Okay, so this is very basic use of comma. You all know this use. Okay, still we will discuss. So when to use comma, when three or more things are given in a sentence, that time we use the comma for separating all uh, all those things. Okay, from example you will understand. See, example is given. She ate an ice cream, comma, a bar of chocolate, comma, and a guava. Okay, understood? So we used comma in this example after an ice cream, after a bar of chocolate. Okay, and one more thing is given. So this series of elements, we call it elements in a series. Okay, means when three or more things are given in a sentence, that time we use the comma to separate all those things. Okay, so in this example we used comma after an ice cream, after bar of chocolate. Okay, now let us discuss the second use. Along with the conjunction in bracket, all these are the conjunctions. Okay, and comma, but, comma, for, nor, it, or, so. Okay, all these conjunctions are given in a bracket to connect to main clauses. So second use is along with the conjunction. These are the conjunctions to connect to main clauses. Okay, so we use comma when two main clauses are joined with these conjunctions. Okay, when two main clauses are joined with these conjunctions, that time we use comma. So we'll discuss the example, then you will understand. Before that, I just want to tell you, we haven't learned the clauses topic yet. Okay, I think it is not there in your 6 standard syllabus. Okay, so we will not go in detail what is main clauses. Okay, what is main clause and what is clauses. Okay, so just try to understand when to use comma. So let us discuss the example, then you will understand. My mother asked me not to go out to play, comma, but I couldn't resist the fine weather. Okay, so see, here but conjunction is used to join two main clauses. Okay, now what I will do, you don't know the clauses topic or what is main clause. So just remember, when two simple sentences are joined with any conjunction, that time we use comma before that conjunction or after the end of the first sentence. Okay, so one more time we will discuss this example. My mother asked me not to go out to play, This is one simple sentence. This is one simple sentence. Okay. After that, comma is given. Okay. After that, comma is used, and then this but conjunction is used to join two sentences. One more sentence is there. I couldn't resist the fine weather. Okay. So understood, these two sentence, this one sentence and this one sentence, so both these sentences are joined with this conjunction. Okay, so all these conjunctions will be used to join two sentences. Okay, so that is why comma is used. And when to use comma in this type? After the end of first sentence. Okay, and before the conjunction. Understood? Okay, I hope you have understood second rule as well. Now let us discuss the third rule of the comma. Okay, means when to use comma. Two set of introductory elements. Now let us discuss the example, then you will understand. See this example. Once upon a time, comma, there lived a proud king. Okay. So what is the introductory element in this sentence? Once upon a time is a introductory element. Okay, introductory element means what? The group of words with that we begin the sentence, or you can say we use this introductory elements at the beginning of any story. Okay, or in many when we describe some incident that time. Okay, we say once upon a time I went to for etc etc. Okay, like that, or you can say many years ago, comma. Okay, so these are the introductory elements. Okay, understood? Once upon a time, this is the introductory element in this sentence, and we used comma after this introductory element. Once upon a time, see here comma is given. After that, some stories started. There lived a proud king. Okay, so this is the introductory element. Okay, just remember, after the introductory element we use comma. See, once upon a time, comma, there lived a proud king, or many years ago, comma, some dash dash dash. Okay, so three rules are completed. Now let us discuss these two rules. Now these two rules are based on two other grammar topics. One is a clauses and second one is direct indirect speech. Okay, so clauses and direct indirect speech, these topics are not there in your grammar syllabus. Okay, for 6th standard, but just for the information knowledge point of view, we will discuss these two rules also. Okay, okay, let us start. Two separate dependent clauses. Okay, means we use comma for separating two dependent clauses. In short, I will tell you what is meant by dependent clause. Okay, in this sentence. Okay, here let us discuss the example, then you will understand. The girl who is wearing the red dress is my best friend. Okay, now dependent clause means what, students? Now here the girl. Okay, this group of word. Okay, if there is some separate word like the girl, does it make any sense, the girl? No, because it depend on this remaining sentence. Okay, that is why we have used comma here. After that, who is wearing the red dress, it also doesn't make any sense. Okay, if there is a separate sentence like who is wearing the red dress. Okay, does it make any sense? No, that is why it is a dependent clause, because it depends on the remaining part of the sentence. Now when it will make the sense, when the sentence, this whole sentence will be completed. The girl who is wearing the red dress is my best friend. Okay, now it makes sense, but in the means on its own it doesn't make any sense. So these are the dependent clauses. Okay, just try to understand. It is not in your syllabus, but we are just discussing because it is given here. Okay, just knowledge point of view. Okay, so after the girl we have used comma. Who is wearing the red dress, after that also we have used comma. Okay, these are the dependent clauses. Okay, Understood? So for separating depending clauses we use, for separating dependent clauses we use comma. Okay, now let us discuss the last rule. This is also not in your syllabus because it depends on direct indirect speech, but still we will discuss. Okay, just for the knowledge point of view. See, and to mark direct speech, we use comma in direct speech. Okay. See, Raj said, and after that in double inverted comma, this part is given. Okay. Come over to my place. I have a new game. Okay. So I will not spend much time on this sentence because direct indirect speech topic is not there in your syllabus. Okay, we will just discuss when to use comma in such a type of sentences. Okay, see, Raj said, this is called the reported verb. Okay, so after this reported verb we use comma. Here comma is used. Okay, just remember, whenever there is a indirect speech, whenever you will find some sentence in double inverted comma. Okay, see, this come to my place, I have a new game, this is given in double inverted comma. Okay, so before that and after the reported verb we use comma. Raj said comma sorry, come over to my place. Okay, means uh, before this double inverted comma. Okay, understood? When to use, once the reported verb is completed, after that we use comma. Okay, so now we will discuss the exercise which are given on this topic. Let us discuss the first exercise. See, from that you will understand clearly. Okay, first example, Dhruv learned singing, swimming and dancing. Okay, see, so I have used here comma after singing because here series of elements are given as per your first rule. Okay, three or more things are given. Okay, so here singing is there, swimming is there, dancing is there. So Dhruv learned singing comma swimming and dancing. Okay, so see, I have already given used comma here. In your book there will not be this comma will not be mentioned because that is an exercise, but I have already solved this exercise. So what you have to do, you have to directly write it in your classwork notebook. Okay, so first, understood, Dhruva learned singing. After singing we have used comma punctuation mark. Okay, let us discuss the second example. I tried searching for my book everywhere, yet I couldn't find it. Okay, so we used comma here. See, after everywhere. So do you remember which rule we used? See, we have used the second rule along with the conjunction. See, all these conjunctions are there. When we use conjunction for joining two sentences or two main clauses, okay, that time we use what? Comma. So here 8 is conjunction. Why 8? 8 is a conjunction we used for joining two sentences. Which two sentences? I tried searching for my book everywhere. This is one sentence, and after that I couldn't find it. That is the second sentence. Okay, so both these sentences are joined with 8 conjunction. Okay, so before the conjunction and after the end of the first sentence we used comma. Understood? Okay, when two sentences are joined with any conjunction, then we use comma before that conjunction or at the and at the end of first sentence. Understood? So here I have already solved this exercise. Okay, now let us discuss the third one. Sheetal asked, how much does this pen cost? Okay, now this is the direct indirect speech example. Just remember, this is the type of direct speech sentence. Okay, direct speech. So when this remaining part of the sentence is given in double inverted comma, and this is the reported verb. Okay, so as per our rule we used comma after the reported verb. Sheetal asked comma. Okay, and before this double inverted comma part starts. Okay, Sheetal asked comma. Okay, understood? we have already discussed. Okay, just remember this as knowledge point of view. Okay, because direct indirect is not the direct indirect speech, that grammar topic is not there in your syllabus. Next, as the years went by, the kingdom became happier. Now which rule applies here? We have discussed all these rules. See, third rule, to set up introductory elements, this rule is applied here. As the years went by, this is the introductory element. Okay, as the years went by, the kingdom became happier. Okay, so this is used as a introductory element in a sentence. That is why we used comma after by. Understood? As the years went by, the kingdom became happier. Understood? This is the introductory element of a sentence. That is why we have used what comma after that. As the years went by, comma, the kingdom became happier. Okay, next, my teacher, who is also a great poet, he is an inspiration to me. Okay, now which rule applies here? This rule applies here to separate dependent clauses. Okay, my teacher, okay, comma, who is also a great poet. Okay, this is a dependent clause. Okay, who is also a great poet, only this sentence doesn't make any sense. It depends on the remaining part of the sentence. That is why we call it dependent clause. Okay, and for separating dependent clause we use what? Comma. Here see, my teacher, only my teacher does it make any sense? No, because my teacher depends on the remaining part of the sentence. My teacher, who is also a great poet, is an inspiration to me. Okay, then only it makes sense. But only my teacher doesn't make any sense because it depends on the remaining sentence. That is why we used here comma. My teacher, comma, who is also a great poet, comma, because it depends on this remaining sentence. Understood? So we have discussed this small grammar topic, when to use comma, punctuation mark. Okay, now you are expected to write whole this exercise in your classwork notebook. Give title punctuation mark or comma. Okay, punctuation in bracket comma. Okay, when to use comma, and write down this exercise. Okay, uh, or else you can make a separate notebook for grammar and write down all the grammar topics in that separate notebook, grammar notebook. Okay, you can refer that grammar notebook even for further classes also, when you will go to 7th 8th. Okay, so we will stop here. And here in this lesson, one letter is also given, informal formal letter is given here. Okay, but we will not discuss it now. What we will do, I will arrange one separate video on this letter writing, formal letter and informal letter. That time we will discuss the letter writing topic, format of letter. Okay, and we will take 1 2 model letters also. Okay, so we will stop here. Bye, have a great day.